Hey everyone, it's Snow, and today we're going to play Lee Sin in ARAM. But more specifically, we're going to play this support shield Lee Sin build. And before we get into the video, I know that this build is not the most optimal, but this shield build is really fun. The enemies don't expect it, and I think it's really good when you have at least two AD carries on your team, which can deal the damage, and you're there to offer some support, some utility. And I only go for this build if I know that my team has enough mixed damage. So for example, you know how in some ARAM comps, there's a lot of poke mages in one team. So those are the few circumstances, kind of like a checklist that I meet before picking this support Lee Sin build. To start off this game, we're going to buy Moonstone Renewer. This item has really nice base stats, and it can be used to give bonus healing and shielding to allies from the passive. So this Yuumi just attached to me. I hope this Yuumi attaches to someone else because I'm not going for a damage build this game. And this Kennen is pinging my items and says 3v5 it is. Okay, so must be just making fun of the build that I'm going for. And what you just saw there, the flash, if you play ARAM, you know that, I don't know, it's just a thing you do. It's not, obviously it's quite stupid, but it's just for fun, even though I do try to do my best to help my team. And then the Ashe says, oh shit, a Yuumi in this comp, and I just write trust because this build I think is going to work quite well in this game. And yeah, they just keep roasting me. Okay, let's show them what we can do. So far we've just not been doing too much. So with this build, even though your W, the shield, is your main ability, your Q and E are also quite important because your Q can be used to reveal hidden enemies, and in this game they have a fiddlestick, so just checking bushes is super important. And if any enemies get close, using your E to slow them is also very useful. So with the Lee Sin build, the shields get so big because of the shield from the Rune Guardian and also the shielding amount from the ability. So here we see the Lucian go in, so we're just going to follow up with our W, mark the Jinx with our Q go in. We know we don't want to get hit by too many turret shots, and our Kennen finishes off the Jinx, which is really good. There we give a nice shield to Ashe, letting her stay alive a little longer. And now they've just got this pesky Irelia left, and I don't think we have the damage to kill her, but we're going to try. And yeah, we don't have the damage. We get the Q onto Fizz, so we do manage to kill him, but yeah, we don't have enough damage for the Irelia. And my team is just continuing to flame me. I do think that this will be quite useful in this game, especially for their engaged champs like Wukong and Irelia. When they come over, just kick them away. And there I land a nice Q onto the Jinx. I don't go in there because I think that I'll probably die if that happens. And so far, we're doing really well. It's 14 kills to 7. Let me just tell the team that they're just complaining too much. They gotta stop typing, play the game. In the meantime, let me know if you have any kind of like for fun builds that do kind of work, but obviously isn't the most optimal build. Let me know in the comments, and like kind of describe the build a bit, and maybe I'll try it out in one of my games, and we'll see how that goes. So we've got the Moonstone Renewer item finished. Kennen goes for an engage here. And now we're just kiting back. I flash just to avoid any more damage. Just shielding my Ashe. She flashes away as well. And yeah, you can just see the shielding actually with Yuumi as well. It's quite good. And there we get out of the Fiddlesticks W, and Lucian keeps surviving, going over to Yumi to help her land onto me. We land the Q there onto Irelia. We do take the Q, and Irelia goes back in, and we pick her off. So there, Fizz lands the shark onto me. There's nothing I can do about that. And the game is getting closer, 26-20 now. And we finish off Redemption here, which gives us bonus shielding, further bonus shielding, and some healing. And so Lucian says a really good point to go Ardent because of the bonus attack speed that you give with your shields. And here I'm just fishing for Fiddlesticks, checking that Fiddlesticks isn't, and there Lucian found the Fiddlesticks with his W. And that's going to be really important this game, is to continuously mark the Fiddlesticks, because the only way our team loses a big team fight is if a Fiddlesticks lands a big fear. So there Fiddlesticks gets out of the bush because he knows that I'm going to constantly check it, and that's good. We don't want him there. So there Irelia lands her ultimate onto me, I kick her out, and we manage to disengage very well, and I exhaust her as well so that she does no damage. Unfortunately, I think we get taken out here. We do, but the enemy team is really low actually, so hopefully Lucian can finish this off. Very nice. And as you can see, the enemy team just used most of their abilities, and then now our carries can finish them off. And crop solution for getting the quadra kill. So here you can see kind of like my build path that I've made, and like Delusion said, Ardent Sensor will be a really good next buy. And here the Kennen goes in. I can go and shield him, but I just don't think that it's going to be worth it, because then we won't be able to get out as well. So there Wukong goes in, and we just kite away. Fizz lands his ultimate onto us, but with Yumi's shield and mine, we basically take no damage, and Kennen just made fun of us. Look at those two Kennen minions. Okay, mate. So here we're just still marking Fiddlesticks, and Ash's E Hawkshot gives us a nice view that he's in the other bush. So I think Jinx has just built Serpent's Fang. Yep, she's built Serpent's Fang. So that's going to be quite annoying to deal against. But I think it should still be okay. But yeah, definitely Serpent's Fang is a big nerf to this build, especially with Yumi as well, also providing the shields. So she gets double value there. But we'll see if we can still make this work. So they can't do much because they can't really engage onto us, and we can't do much either unless we have like an Ashe, Arrow, or a Kennen engage. So those are our really only two ways of engaging, and if we keep marking the Fiddlesticks, then he won't be able to get a good engage off either. So there Ashe lands an Arrow onto the Irelia. Fiddlesticks, yep, there he is channeling, and we get taken down. So there we find the Fiddlesticks hiding in that bush. So yeah, the Q is really important, just to mark him mostly, and also just anyone in bushes, because in this game we don't really have any bush control. So there's Irelia. Kennen was like, we wonder where Fizz could be. Just making fun how we constantly mark him. So there, Irelia lands the snowball onto Ashe. We get a nice shield, and we kick Irelia away. So there, Kennen goes in. I chuck down a redemption, probably not the best. And we're trying to keep Kennen alive. Unfortunately, we do not. And Fiddlesticks went into stasis. I follow him with my Q, kite back with my W. I'm trying to shield the Ashe, keeping her for as long as we can, and we win the team fight. So there you could see kind of how shield leasing was quite useful with the just kicking Irelia away, and also the peel that we can do for our ADCs. So there Yumi's just dying just to just so that she can buy. Wukong's like, Yumi died, we lose. That's so funny because I think that was Yumi's first death. So now she would have 14 minutes worth of gold stacked up. So there Kennen goes for the engage. I tried to help him by kicking Irelia away. There we go, just help and peel onto Ashe. Unfortunately, at that moment both Yumi and Lucian were down, so we were 2 members down. So just trying to stay alive and not die. Yumi chucks out her redemption, and unfortunately she dies as well. But she gets a return kill onto Irelia. So there, I think Ashe is quite right. She's saying that, the engage wasn't the best, and Kennen's like, oh, it'll always be bad with this comp. But she's just said, like, fight 5v5. So I definitely agree. So now we've finished Ardent Sensor. So now our heals and shields give our carries some bonus attack speed and I think magic damage as well. Kennen, so there he goes in. I kick the Fiddlesticks away just to prevent him from getting further lifesteal. And here I just gotta make sure that I peel for Lucian, because even though I was on top of Jinx, I won't really deal any damage. And you can see so far we've done 2,400 shielding from Guardian. And there Irelia goes in, and Yumi chucks down her redemption, and our team manages to finish her off. She went quite deep there. No one from the enemy team were able to help her out. There I chucked the redemption on, dealing some bonus damage, dealing some max true health damage. Probably not the best, but it's alright. And now we're quite low on health. We don't really have a lot of regen. So there Kennen goes in for the engage, really nice engage actually. Trying to help him with some shields. We mark the Wukong so we know where he is. And there we didn't see the shark, it was probably hidden in the bush. Fizz goes in, we kick him away with our shield onto Ashe from Guardian, and we all survive. So there Irelia goes in, we're trying to shield Kennen as he's taking tower damage. And yeah, just a shield and healing means that Irelia can't really pick off anyone. So there Fiddlestick goes in, lands the snowball, just trying to peel for our team. We go and get a health relic, and there Lucian finishes him off. So we kind of got this this motion going. Ashe gets Fizz ulted. Fortunately, we've got the heals to survive, and they're just cleaning the Wukong with the slows from Ashe and the damage from Lucian. Fiddlesticks like GG exhaustive. Yeah, I think me and Yumi both have an exhaust. And there you can see the red thing on my hands, that's just the Ardent Sensor. Fizz goes in, as you can see, massive shields, especially when Jinx isn't there. And there, do we survive from Irelia? All the heals and shields, yes we do. Unfortunately our shield's not up in time for Ashe, but we managed to shield onto the Lucian, and Kennen comes in to finish the job, and Lucian gets another quadra kill. So there we're just trying to finish off the tower. Unfortunately I think we're going to go here. We have a lot of shielding from Guardian and our shield, and I think we still survive from all of that. I know that Wukong wasn't focusing me where he should have been, but we still survive. And here we're just going to take a reset, Probably give the kill over to Wukong, but that's alright. So next up we're going to go for Dawn Core. So this item, next up we're going to go for Dawn Core. This item should be built later on once you've, once you have some more AP, because it scales with AP, giving you bonus shielding and bonus healing. After that, we're going to go for Shirelias because of their comp. There's a lot of engage, so as long as we can kite away or engage or kite towards, I think that Shirelia would be quite useful. So we're up now, we've got our Shirelias and Redemption in 1 second. Our shield basically negates all of Fizz's damage, and Ashe lands a nice ultimate onto Jinx. We take the portal there just so we can get closer to the enemy, and there we land the Q onto the Fiddlesticks, and Kennen does a nice ult, and here I'm going to keep chasing the Irelia. We're going to exhaust her as well. We're trying to kick her back to our team, and she's a goner. No living from that. So super annoying with our ultimate, and there we can see that Wukong's backing away. We land a nice second Q onto Wukong, but with his spin cancels my Q second damage. So the enemies are nearly up. Will we be able to at least take a tower or do some damage? So there I'm pinging Guardian. We've done 7k healing with it so far. Our team were absolute doubters, all three of them, and we just might win this game. So there, Jinx is kiting quite well. We see the Fiddlesticks engage, lands the bubble, but Kennen manages to stun her, which is really nice. And there I'm just trying to help the Kennen make sure that he doesn't take tower aggro, but Fizz gets in range and finishes him off. So here I'm just going to go up and hit the tower, just so we can take it down. And there we're going to try and land the Q onto Aurelia. She flashes it, but Yumi's heals saves the Ashe. And now it's just Wukong alive, and let's finish this game off because it was so satisfying to prove the doubters wrong. We land the Q onto the Fizz, we take him down, and I think that's GG, guys. We defeat this enemy team, and then Kennen's like, imagine losing a 3v5. Anyway, this was the Lee Sin support build. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.